Welcome to RCAM. I'm your host, Ryan, and thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're all having a very blessed day. And yeah, we are going to be talking about people being awful, pretty much. In pretty much every segment, it's people being awful, and then we'll talk a little bit about some cultural news, cultural events happening. So we got all that planned today. Hold on a second. I gotta turn my camera a little bit. All right, so it's right on my face. And so Moodang is in the shot, gotta have Moodang in the shot. Um, but yeah, so we'll be talking about the violent mobs in Cincinnati. I wanted to cover it yesterday, I just ran out of time. We got some squatters because they just continue to be a problem, and I'm going to give you my plan of action on how I would deal with it, and then we'll look at some movie trailers and then play some video games. So pretty chill night. So we got a lot on the docket, and if you do like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay notified every time we go live. And we go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And consider signing up for Rumble if you are not already signed up and watching this on Rumble. I know I got a lot of people watching on X. Make that transition to Rumble. And I think you could still technically watch and scroll on X because they got the picture in picture. So you can get the best of both worlds and be supporting a platform that actually doesn't ban or censor their creators. I'm all about that. And X is not about that. I actually heard about a recent social media platform. Initially, I think I was a little skeptical because, you see these social media companies popping up, and they all seem, wow, are my frames dropping? I hope not. Looks like they dropped a little bit. We'll see. But you get these companies that pop up, and they are just a dime a dozen, or they're an exact clone. And what is happening? It looks like my frames are dropping. Hopefully they're not. I'm watching the live replay. It looks good. But well, I'll keep monitoring the situation. But if you guys notice anything amiss, please let me know. Uh anyway, I was skeptical of the company at first, but they seem actually kind of legit. So there's this new social media company called Pickaxe Social, where they're exploring, making a free speech platform. So I made an account on there. So I'm checking them out. I like to support people that actually believe in free speech, not claim to believe in free speech and then ban you like X banned me. All right. So uh you can tell I'm pretty salty. We're coming up on the anniversary of the death of my original RCAM account. I'm I'm sad. I'm sad. You know what sucks about losing an account? It's one, yeah, you spent years building the account, but two, it's like you made connections with people on that account and you had conversations with people on that account that you don't have access to anymore. And you can't get access to because they blocked you out of the account. And that really grinds my gears. It really grinds my gears, especially when the company claims to be free speech and you can't even say tran knees on it. You can't say it. It's annoying. And we're past this point in woke culture where you should be able to say things like like referring to trannies. You should be able to say that. I don't even think that's a slur, but they perceive it as a slur. Just like I don't think what word are they trying to say is a slur now? Colored people? Stupid. Not a slur. It's fine. And there's no discernible difference between colored people and people of color. That literally makes no sense. So, just more stupid woke nonsense. But it is slowly dying, slowly clawing. We're slowly clawing our way out of this. We'll have to whack a few moles before before we ultimately defeat it. But we got to keep pressing on and keep speaking up for what is true and good and right and beautiful. And I aim to do that. That is my goal here. My goal here is to tell the truth, to speak it boldly, proudly, and not shrink back. Oh, I do want to play just a small clip. Kind of off topic, but I saw it right before I hopped on, and I thought, this is great. This is great. This is a little continuation of this Sydney Sweeney thing, and I saw this clip of Melanie Mack, Michael Knowles, and a couple other quote unquote conservative influencers. So I just want to
She's not a
I want to play this real quick. We'll kind of springboard off of this. We'll just watch a little bit. We're definitely not watching the whole thing because I do think Melanie Mack raises some excellent points. Which, by the way, like of all the conservative influencers, I actually think Melanie Mack is one of the realest. All right. So I would say like good conservative influencers that are not anti-biblical, that are actually like ride or die Christians is probably, I would say, Melanie Mack. She's smaller, but I like her. Her name's Ginny Robinson. She's pretty cool. And I would say Sarah Stock is a new one that's kind of emerged in the field. She's good. I think Mary Morgan is also good, and Allie Beth Stuckey, she's very good too. So they're actually, I think, legitimate conservatives. All right, let's play this clip. Actually, I'm just going to fast forward right to where Michael opens up and starts talking to these women. All right, here we go.
By the genes. But before that, is it Nazi? Emily.
No, it's not Nazi. Yes, it's a good commercial. It's actually one of the only good mainstream commercials I've seen in quite a long time. You watch it and you're like, okay, I like this. She looks good. Maybe I'll go look at the store. But it's funny because like this brand is very mainstream. If you look at smaller brands, they do great marketing like this all the time.
Look, I've been raised in the last 5 years on Jaguar ads. Okay, so I haven't seen a bubbly, cute girl in 10 years probably at this point. I've seen androgynous weirdos trying to sell me every product under the sun. So yes, I admit there's something.
I think there is, yeah. That's where most people say it's refreshing to actually see a real woman, being promoted in these ads. Like I do remember the Jaguar commercial ads. What you could hardly tell it was a Jaguar commercial ad, and then too, it's like everybody would just look weird, bald, like space aliens. Like this is just freaking weird. I don't get some of these ads, man. And I've seen too like music videos like this and just some of this stuff kind of growing. I'm like, what the hell is this? Can you just appeal to a real person, please? Please, for the love of God. All right. And that's why the Sydney Sweeney thing kind of, hits because it's attractive woman, car, like basic American things. So
Refreshing about it. Melanie?
I think that is obviously not a racist ad. That was a big reach, but I still don't support it. I don't support propping Sydney Sweeney as some American conservative icon, especially when the longer version of the ad shows her dressing and putting the jeans on and her top is open while she has no bra or anything underneath. So it's liberal, not from the 90s and 2000s. It's definitely not conservative or anything to be celebrated. It's lustful. That's the intent. Sydney Sweeney in general, we know that she unapologetically promotes lustful content, pornographic type content. She did this Sasquatch ad selling her bathwater with bars of soap with holes in it so that men can use them as sex toys. Let's not pretend like this is some conservative victory.
yeah, I actually commented on that because I thought that was weird. Just very weird and bizarre. And you want to know the last person I remember selling their bathwater and everyone rightly identified that it was bizarre and weird was a OnlyFans prostitute. Bella Dauphine or something like that was selling bathwater and it was very weird. Very weird, and everybody identified it. And people were much more cutthroat against her than they were Sydney Sweeney. In fact, you had conservatives fawning over the fact that Sydney Sweeney is selling her bathwater, which is equally degenerate, but she didn't get the same type of heat. And I think this is actually relevant to this conversation.
Sydney Sweeney is being propped up in this commercial.
Hold on. We will get to much more. But first,
I gotta
you have to go to
skip
hillsdale.edu.
No, I don't.
I agree with basically everything you've said, and that's been my take on it too. But I've been defending Sydney Sweeney as, yeah, she's, she shows a little cleavage, but What with the soap? What did she do with soap?
If that was it, I would be with you. I don't care if like there's a girl that's, wears a bikini at the beach or who's just pretty or shows a little cleavage, but that's not the case with Sydney Sweeney. In her history with movies, she's done pornographic type scenes, which is what's the difference between that and an OnlyFans model? That she gets paid more than most of them? I mean, it's still promoting pornography. There's been advertisements for
Look at, I think her name is Emily Saves America, rolling her eyes. What is the difference, though? Really?
more movies that she's doing. Oh, there's a threesome lesbian scene with Sydney Sweeney. And then you've got people who, conservative influencers, oh, we're so back, guys. Yeah, we win. It's just like, clearly, the Sasquatch ad, she sold a limited quantity of bath soaps with her bath water, and there was a hole in the center of them because it was meant for degenerate men to use those bars of soap as a sex toy that had her bathwater in it. It's degenerate, it's perverted. Hey, is the commercial in itself in an isolated way bad? No, it could have been any other girl, but this isn't a conservative win propping Sydney Sweeney in this way.
You're destroying my view of Sydney Sweeney. I hadn't heard of the soap thing, and then a threesome? What?
Supposedly there's a movie coming out where she has a lesbian threesome in it. I'm not exactly
Super conservative stuff, guys. Lesbian threesomes. Totally conservative.
sure all the details. I just remember headlines just all over the place on social media about that about a year ago or something. But she definitely has done pornographic scenes in movies and stuff before. This is somebody who uses her sexuality to market herself. That's her thing. And it's like that's not something that conservatives should be. That's not somebody conservatives should be celebrating. This isn't just some girl who's pretty and cute and just shows a little cleavage. This is actually somebody who really pivots into that.
Emily, you're rolling your eyes and sighing heavily. I take it you disagree.
This is like with takes like these, I assume conservatives are just obsessed with killing their own movement and losing the next election.
No, we actually want to preserve what it means to be a conservative. That's what we want to do. We don't want to kill our movement. We want to kill leftism from our movement, liberalism from our movement, which is what this is.
And it's interesting to just watch. First of all, it's actually not that deep. It's literally a commercial. It's like every time we have a little bit of a win, it's people take it to the extreme, and then it's like, oh, this is why people hate us and we can't have anything. She's an actress. She's not a porn star. She doesn't do OnlyFans. She's literally acting, and she's making a bag doing products and sales. Like,
what about the
it's
soap?
okay because she makes.
I know
bags.
the soap is
so
a little far.
OnlyFans girls models now.
She's
What's the difference?
Actress. If you can't differentiate that, that's very.
You
stupid.
can. If you're an actress and you take off your clothes and you do pornography because you're an actress, you're still a prostitute.
It's not pornography. She's not a prostitute. Apparently, you haven't
It
risen
is
up around
pornography. Doing sex scenes, doing nude sex scenes, showing your body is naked is pornography.
Okay, I disagree.
Having sex on camera is pornography.
You also don't know how the movie industry works with those exact scenes, so.
Hold on. Now listen, I haven't seen the scenes, and I don't intend to go see the scenes. But if she's, going fully nude and she's doing sex scenes or something, doesn't Melanie kind of have a point? Isn't that, it's like a little, it's at least porn adjacent, isn't it?
And then porn. And if you can't separate those things, that's a bigger issue.
What's the difference? If someone says I'm a Hollywood, hold on. If somebody says I'm a Hollywood actor or actress and I'm not a porn person and I'm just going to go do movies, but I'm going to do nude sex scenes that don't leave anything to the imagination, then what's the distinction between that and going to some seedy setup in Chatsworth and filming a internet video?
What's the distinction?
Yeah.
What's the distinction? Money, contracts, a room full of people, making sure you're safe. The fact that
I would say that most of these pornographers argue that it is safe. That's why they do it. And there are rooms full of people. What do you think? They don't have a ton of people in the room making these degenerate productions? Of course they do. And they're also getting paid decent money too. Actually, probably some of these OnlyFans prostitutes are making more money than some Hollywood celebrities.
Most of the time, it's film. It's like crazy. You guys are a Daily Wire. You know how film works.
But porn is film.
This too.
Porn has
Porn
contracts
does
and money and
too.
rooms full of people.
You just said, well, now it's your own debate. You said a seedy room. She's not a seedy room. She's like an A-list actress now. This is
No,
just
I'm
like a conservative talking point
nothing
that's just
seedy
not
happens in
organic. It's not
casting couches
realistic.
in Hollywood. That's total. Hollywood's totally wholesome. That's right.
Like, you don't think she's a little bit above that? You think
Ladies,
that's what she's
okay, hold
going
on.
I don't actually think she's a little bit above it, you know? She doesn't get the same type of flack that I would say OnlyFans prostitutes get. She doesn't get that, because her field is glorified, but very similar. They overlap. I'd at least say softcore is the type of content that she produces.
Hold on. Listen, we're being too harsh on Sydney before we bring in Savannah.
So I don't want to play this whole thing, but I do think Melanie raised a very interesting point. If you have these Hollywood celebrities taking their clothes off on camera and simulating sex scenes, what is the difference between that and pornography? Okay, there's a reason why I can't watch most HBO shows because they're borderline. They are pornographic. That was a huge complaint of Game of Thrones. There was like graphic sex scenes that made it unwatchable. That made it difficult, to actually watch it. Or it's like now, like I want to go back and watch it, and now I think I just found what is it? They call it an honorable version of the Game of Thrones. It's an edit that just removes all the sex scenes, which I'm fine with. I mean, you're getting rid of probably, 75% of the show, but fine. I'll take it. But yeah, no, that's pornography. It is. Taking off your clothes for money on camera is pornography. Now, one is there's a little bit more reverence for when Hollywood does it, but it doesn't make it any less degenerate. So, yeah. All right, let's get into this next video. I tried to play this yesterday and my OBS crashed. So let's see if we can actually get through it today.
We could set the way for the whole planet by committing to stopping oil.
The problem I have is this idea that the one group of people have decided that they are the ones to save the world. How dare you question us because we know what's right. I'm going to glue my hand to some tarmac and then I'm going to be a martyr and I'm going to be a good person while the rest of us can't get on with our day. I'm more than twice her age. I've got kids, I've got a job, I've got an elderly mother. We have to get on with our lives. I can't afford an electric car. I can't afford a heat pump. Most people can't afford that. It's about ego. There's no doubt that we've had a winter without any protests, but as soon as
Look, she's seething. She is seething. She's like, she's saying true stuff. I can't take it.
the sun comes out, oh, it's Eco Festival time. And it is a festival. It's a big jamboree. It's let's get on social media. Let's sit down with a placard. Let's advertise to my friends what a great person I am. While the rest of ordinary people who have to go to work can't get to work.
What's your response? I just can't believe that that's what you're saying. We could set the way.
I can't believe somebody is confronting me with the ridiculous of my own worldview. I can't handle it. Yeah, these eco-terrorists, God, I've had enough of them. Frankly, I've had enough of that movement. I'm ready for us to move on from eco-terrorists to saner times. But they will continue to be a thorn in people's sides until they start getting run over by cars. That's the reality of it. I think that you won't see any of that in Florida because DeSantis gave drivers permission to run people over if they're in your way, if they're protesting, which is awesome, by the way. Speaking of people, I think we need to have laws that help us deal with them. It's squatters, all right? So this is a video shared by Cassie Akiva from the Daily Wire, and it's about squatters who I can't stand.
They are not the rightful owners. I am the rightful owner. And I can't understand why it's so hard to eject someone who has no right to your place, your home, and something that you've worked so hard for. My name is Nadia Smith, and my partner and I own a property on Thomas Ave in Philadelphia. It's a row home in Philadelphia. We purchased the property in 2015 as an investment property. And since we've purchased it, it has been rented pretty much the whole time. I think it was in May, Rich stopped by the property just to check on it. The tenant was a former friend of his family, so when he saw some furniture inside the property, so he assumed it was her property or her furniture, so he didn't think much of it. On or around June 6th or 7th, earlier that week, Rich's parents had gotten several phone calls regarding someone actually in the home. His parents went by the home on Saturday, June 7th, and when they went by, there was a young man in the home. His name is Antonio Stewart.
You have a key?
Yes.
You don't have no key?
Yes.
For where?
For both of them. That's what I'm
Where's,
telling you.
which board of what?
I'm telling you, I have
For
the
what?
key for the lock. I have the key.
No. Did somebody go through the back?
Some other guy.
So who's the other guy?
I don't know his name.
And then he claimed he had a lease, on the property, which we know he did not. He had a fake lease.
When do you move in here?
It's like
Rich's parents called the police at the time.
He doesn't even know when he moved in.
They did not have the right to actually file a police report because they were not the legal homeowners. So the following week, which was the Friday the 13th, I drove down to Philadelphia because I don't live in Philadelphia, and went by the home. When I went by the home, I called the police department to let them know that someone had broken into the home because it was breaking and entering. Because the back door was broken, the police wanted to turn it into a squatting instead of a breaking and entering situation, which is exactly what it is. I have illegal trespassers in the home who are squatting who broke through the back door. We go inside the home and we find that the home is in squalor, meaning that there were beds on the floor, clothes on the floor. There were at least 5 children, from what I remember, anywhere between the ages of 2 to 14. There were no adults there, no supervision. The children's mother got on the phone, was screaming, yelling, calling me all types of B's and everything, telling me get the F out the house, all this kind of stuff.
Imagine
And, it was probably about another 45 minutes.
the level. Oh, dude, this is why this could never happen to me because I would legitimately lose my mind. Imagine coming home to your house that you own, and then other people moved in without your knowledge and are trying to kick you out of your own home, screaming at you. I would see black and respond violently. There's just like, I pray that never happens to me, man, because this poor woman, man. And then unfortunately, you can't even get rid of them easily. Now, there are services you can actually pay for to help get rid of squatters, which I think that's great. I think there needs to be more services to help people get rid of squatters. I've seen some people take on the strategy of actually moving in with them, which I think that's brilliant. That's actually a stroke of genius. Move in with them, and just make them as uncomfortable as possible, because technically you can't be kicked out of your own house either. That's one way of doing it, and just make their life untenable, make it not desirable at all to live in that home. That's what I would try to do, or at least attempt to do, to try to deal with these squatters. But man, it's crazy. It is crazy to me that this happens.
To an hour before they arrived and or the police arrived. You could tell it was getting like heated, because when the woman walked up, she continued to call me all types of names, and then on top of calling me all types of names, she was like, get the F off her property and all this kind of stuff. I said, well, I'm the rightful owner. I have the deed. I have everything that I need to show that I'm the rightful owner of the property. When the police came, they did ask for a copy of the lease. He produced 1 page of some document. The police also asked for utility bills. He could not produce an electric bill. He could not produce he claimed the electric bill is a part of the lease, which we know is false. The guy who supposedly rented the house from him is Brian Pulliam of Royal Management. There was also other documents discovered that showed that Brian Pulliam also rented him another house on Elmwood roughly around the same time. And it seems that they were evicted from that place as well, too, for illegal squatting based on a signed document showing that the landlord, who did not agree to put them into the place, asked them to leave as well. He actually paid them $1,500 to actually leave the property to get them out. The woman who
We got a comment here on YouTube from YouTube. Excuse me, sir, where is the dot that is supposed to be in the middle of your skull or the towel? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, sir, you drop this, kerplow, you're dead. Like, I do think it might sound harsh, it might sound cruel, but if somebody breaks into your house and they refuse to leave, I do feel like you should have the right to handle business legally to defend your property. All right. And then, God, I'm trying to hold on a second so I don't sound dumb. All right. I'm trying to think. Oh, it's the Third Amendment. Yeah. The one about quartering soldiers. Yeah, that was one. Now, technically these aren't soldiers, but legally there was an amendment passed where we couldn't quarter soldiers because I guess like the British were forcing soldiers into forcing Americans to quarter soldiers, and they passed an amendment. I think like that should kind of apply here. Like you should not be forced to quarter people you don't want, no matter what. And you should be able to, like, the moment they violate their lease agreement, or or they show up and they don't even have a lease agreement, you should physically be able to remove them from your house by force. If they refuse to leave, then you can use deadly force. Like I think that is reasonable, actually, because that is insanity to me.
was there, who would not give her name, said, you know what you have to do. You have to go downtown and evict.
This is my house. No, it's not.
So she knows the process, and they know how to do this, and they know.
Yeah, these are professionals too,
what they
by the way.
can and
Well,
can't
maybe
do
not
as
her,
a part of this process. So I would
but they're
assume that
informed
they
by
are
professionals.
what you consider career squatters.
Yeah.
After getting the actual police report number, I went down to City Hall to file the ejection paperwork. My understanding is after they get served, they have 20 days to respond. And then after they have 20 days to respond, then I have to respond back within 10 days after that. And then after I respond in 10 days, then that's when we will get either a court date or there will be the proper documentation to eject them. So this seems like it's going to be a months-long process, which to me is very unfair from the perspective of these people did not have to.
You know what? If courts are going to make this long drawn out process, then they should be on the hook for the rent. The courts should be on the hook for the rent. The state should be on hook for the rent. If you're going to have these laws, rules, and regulations that hold these people accountable, and then if they want to collect money from the squatters, then they can do it. But they shouldn't force us to be in a situation where we're put out, or they pay the rent in. Okay, you're gonna hold us up in this illegal bullcrap. Okay, well then you're going to be paying. You're paying the rent then. You're responsible for the rent.
Do their blood, sweat, and tears or their hard-earned money to purchase this property. All they're doing is squatting for free. They are breaking the law because they literally broke into the home. Where is the arrest warrant for the people who broke into the home? Arrest them for breaking and entering. It's very unfair that people break the law and then they have rights and are protected for breaking the law. That's absolutely ridiculous. As I look at everything right now, it's costing us time, money, because we can't rent the property, we can't sell the property, so that's loss of rental income. We're actually still paying the mortgage on the property that we still have to pay every month, even though we have squatters in there. Once they leave the property, we're going to have to do repairs. We're going to have to back door, front door. We're going to have to definitely deep cleaning, replace things in the home. On top of that, we're also going to have to exterminate the heck out of that place. And also probably going to have to hire junk people. Also have to make sure to put security system on there. Not to mention, it's very hard to find a lawyer that will actually take an ejection case. Most lawyers will take an eviction case more so than they'll take an ejection case. And the fees for a lawyer to take an ejection case are $5,000. Now, you tell me why I have to spend all of that money to get somebody out of a property that they do not rightfully belong in. And I wish the city of Philadelphia would really help.
These laws got to change, yo. They have to change. That's insanity. That is insane. All right, if you cannot remove people legally from your house, you shouldn't even need the police. Then you don't have rights to your house. You don't. If you can't legally remove people that don't belong there, you don't even own your property. You don't have rights to it. What about your rights? What about your rights to peace and safety? What about your rights to your own property? How could we allow this stuff to happen? It's just backwards to me. The thing that gets me the most, though, is the people that are just acting indignant about it. Like they're like offended that you're kicking them off of your property, like it's actually theirs. How could you do this to? Shut up. Shut up. Good Lord, I cannot with these people. I cannot. I worked in supported housing. I seen this kind of bull crap, man. I had this one guy when I worked in supported housing. One of our tenants was away, and his cousin decided to stay with him. He wasn't allowed to stay with him. He was on the lease, but his cousin decided to stay with him. I talked to the leaseholder, and he had mentioned to me that no, he's not allowed to be there. So I said, "Hey, listen, you got to leave." He said, "No, I don't. I have a utility bill here," and he refused to leave, man. Now, eventually, I had found out that he had an arrest warrant, so I came back and basically said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna have the police come. I'm gonna have the police come and remove you." And then suddenly he was ready to go. He was ready to leave. So we ended up getting rid of him. But it could have been a real nightmare if we weren't able to get rid of them. And then COVID exacerbated that issue. And I'm sick of the tenants' rights and all landlords are bad, annoying rhetoric, because I've seen some really crappy tenants, really bad. And I've had a lot more sympathy for the homeowners. And most homeowners, by the way, that are at least renting out their houses, they're not these rich slumlords, all right? That's not what they are. They're just regular people just trying to make ends meet, and using that, as a source of retirement income. So, yeah, that was annoying. All right. One more quick story. This is just something I saw, and I just thought, why we do? You guys, if you've watched this show any period of time, you know that I'm not down with body modifications pretty much at all. And this just illustrates my point. So here we have this guy named Charles Tingler. I'm growing my hair back out like I used to have it. That'll take about a year. After that, I'm going to oil it, dye my eyes red, get a diamond grill with fangs, and become an 80s vampire. It'll take effort, but I believe all things are possible with Christ. I can't wait for the transformation. Until then, I'm working on my personality. I want to live and breathe as a vampire. A picture of me from 2021, David from The Lost Boys, what I hope to become. Now, I don't know if he's serious or joking. You can never tell. I hope this is satire, but he got pretty upset with me when I said that this is vanity, and I pointed out that this is vain, but it is vain. This is absolute vanity. And I just don't get how we can legally allow people to disfigure themselves. Maybe he's joking, maybe, but I think it's no, people should not have the freedom to do that. You should not have the freedom to disfigure yourself. If you asked to have your limb removed because I don't know, you wanted to live life as an amputee for some reason. You aren't legally allowed to do that as far as I'm aware, but you're able to make yourself look like a vampire legally. I've seen people make themselves look like demons. You've seen those failed Botox surgeries. Yeah, we just should not. There's a point where we should just be like, no, you can't do this. I don't care. I don't care if it upsets you. Sorry, it's not happening. All right. Let's get into this Cincinnati story. So I'm not going to read all this. Okay. I'll start here. So this is by Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire. Early Saturday morning. There we go. Early Saturday morning in downtown Cincinnati, near the site of the city's ongoing music festival celebrating Black culture, several of these anti-white attacks took place on camera. In one case, a white man was knocked to the ground by several attackers who continued to pummel his head once he was on the ground. In another case, a white woman was punched directly in the head, knocking her unconscious as she hit the pavement. Blood starts streaming from her mouth. We can't show all the footage in its entirety, but here's a sense of what it looked like. Yeah, and I'm gonna probably do what they do because this is being streamed on YouTube, and unfortunately, YouTube is gay when it comes to showing news. So there's like this fight happening. You can vaguely see it. Anyway, a fight happens. They're beating up this guy. I'm not gonna play it. I'll show you the aftermath though. So this guy gets beat up, jumped, continues to get beat, basically knocked unconscious. The girl goes to break it up, and then she gets punched in the face. I just think, like, what the hell, man? Like this is crazy to me. And then you have all these goons just sitting back watching or participating in it. That's crazy to me, man. And if this happened in any other context, people would rightly identify that it was, like the optics don't look good. Like if you had a bunch of white people beating up two black individuals, that would look really bad. But we're supposed to pretend like this doesn't happen. It was just a couple of years ago that Joe Biden and Merrick Garland informed us that white supremacy was the single greatest domestic threat to this country faced. But neither Biden nor Garland has to walk around American cities alone after dark without dozens of armed bodyguards. They don't have to deal with getting sucker punched and brutally beaten in random assaults. But that's the reality of what's happening in the middle of major American cities. The police chief in Cincinnati and various politicians are willing to condemn these acts of violence in the abstract, but they're saying that it's wrong for a mob to brutally assault innocent people. But strangely enough, they're not willing to say a word about the race of the attackers or the race of the victims. Of course, if the victims were racial minorities and the attackers white, there would be instantaneous Act Blue funded riots in every American city. But because the victims are white, most national media outlets aren't covering it all. It is as if the footage doesn't exist. That includes CNN, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, the New York Times, the Washington Post, and CBS. There is a near total corporate blackout. The media will not touch it. To the extent that the local news is covering the violence, they're omitting race from the story entirely. And it's a segment where they don't mention the race. Now, I did want to cover another part of this story, which is the female police chief. So hold on a second. There's actually a video of her speaking. Where is it? I don't have it. All right, well, we'll just read. Just one person contacted emergency responders as dozens of onlookers witnessed the mob of mostly black men pummeling a man and a woman in downtown Cincinnati last week. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Teetridge proclaimed her disappointment on Monday after roughly 100 people who stood by and neither filmed, jeered, or did nothing to aid the outnumbered victims during the brawl. Yeah, and that's another thing I just cannot stand. We do have this situation happening where many times somebody is either getting horrifically harmed or harming themselves, and people just stand by and watch and gawk and record it. And I think that's horrible. It's unclear what race or ethnicity the two victims are from the footage. Yeah, they're white. It's not unclear. It's very clear. For us to have 100 or so people down there involved in or watching this event, recording with their cell phones, and for us to get only one phone call of this incident is unacceptable in the city. She said during a press conference. One person did the right thing and called 911. The police chief said that the 5 people had been charged in connection with the brawl, and with more arrests to come. Anyone who put their hands on another individual during the incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. I don't care which side of the incident or the fight they were on. If they place hands on somebody in an attempt to cause harm, that is unacceptable. Investigators are looking into the role alcohol might have played in the incident. The brawl took place. Blah 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 blah. Vivek Ramaswamy, who is running to be the next governor of Ohio, posted on X on Monday that he had spoken with a female victim who he said is named Holly. It is unconscionable that there were no police present in that area in Cincinnati Friday night, or even an ambulance to take her to the hospital. Hardworking Americans shouldn't have to worry about their safety when they have good times in our city. Holly said, not a single local state official has yet reached out as of earlier this afternoon, other than one police detective. Leftists like to lecture about systemic injustice while thugs turn our cities into war zones. I'm done with their excuses. As governor, I'll make sure they're behind bars, not running wild. Yeah, I think that's good. I had a video of what's his name? JD Vance talking about. Yeah, here we go. I got it. I want to just play this real quick.
About this?
There was a group of people who attacked a couple folks on the street in Cincinnati. Senator Bernie Moreno, some others have spoken out about it, have been critical of it.
Okay, yes. So what I saw, and I haven't seen the full context, but what I saw is a mob of lawless thugs beating up on an innocent person, and it's disgusting. And I hope every single one of those people who engage in violence is prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And they will be. They will be so long as law enforcement in the state of Ohio takes their job seriously. I know Dave Yost cares a lot about these things. But yeah, I actually, you're right. Bernie did send me a clip of this, and we talked a little bit about it. I don't know the full context. I don't know how the fight started. But the one part that I saw that was really gruesome is you had a grown man who sucker punched a middle-aged woman. And where I come from, at least, when you have a grown man who sucker punches a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time. And frankly, he's lucky there weren't some better people around, because they would have handled it themselves. But if they're not going to handle it, the cops in Cincinnati, the law enforcement, you've got to prosecute people. We've had way too much lawlessness on the streets of great American cities. How many of you all have wanted to go to downtown Akron or downtown Canton or downtown Columbus for a meal, but you're worried because the local authorities in these big cities have allowed lawlessness to run wild? We have got to make great American cities safe again for families and children. If you want to take your wife or your children out for a meal, you shouldn't be worried about street violence. And the only...
Yeah, no, he's 100% right. You shouldn't have to worry about any of that. I think I have a
about this.
Image of the aftermath of the woman. All right. So just to summarize, a city councilor said she begged for this. Police chief said social media is misrepresentative of it. A woke judge let the attacker out on $400. Yeah, this is that poor woman. Just horrific. Horrific, man. And this type of stuff is unacceptable. Yeah, I can't stand it, man. I just wanted to talk about that because I do think it's relevant news, and I do think it, this story coupled with the eviction story, I think there's this theme of just lawlessness and not being able to enforce the law, and often laws protecting criminals rather than the people that are actually harmed. That's showing partiality toward you know, minorities and pe- b- uh, poor people. Like I don't like the law shouldn't show any partiality at all. Period. It shouldn't. So yeah, that bothered me. All right, we're gonna transition. We're gonna transition. I was gonna play some videos, but I want to get on Rivals a little bit, so we're gonna move over. I'm gonna switch my scene though real quick. So hopefully all is copacetic. Give me a second here. All right, hold on. All right. Good to go. I think we just gotta wait for these shaders to install. But yeah, I'm excited. There's been some crazy things that I think back, and I think it's good to think back to see where God has kind of delivered you from, and some of the things that you've experienced that kind of just, you know, rock your faith in a good way. And I've had some negative experiences, but still, you know, nah, I'm not gonna put my glasses on. I don't need to. I think the screen's close enough. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting new glasses soon. Me and my wife fight about the glasses I wear. She doesn't like that I wear. I like round frame glasses. She likes me wearing the square frame glasses. I don't care though. I like my round frames, and I think that's gonna be the next pair of frames I get. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Team up ability. Nope, I don't think so. All right. Oh wait, we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I've been doing pretty nice with Gene. So we'll see. How's the audio? If the audio is too loud or too low, just let me know, and I will adjust. I think it's good. I think it should be good. We will see. We shall see. And if you are watching this on Rumble, definitely like and repost the video. That definitely helps me out, and I appreciate it. All right. Oh, dang, they're already on point. Okay. Oh, dang, he nuked me. actually think I'm gonna change to the Scarlet Witch to deal with him. I need to get a little bit better with her too, because I don't. My problem is I'm like, I just play the same characters kind of over and over again. Whoop. And I need to branch out a little bit. There we go. Yeah. She helps me deal with the flyers. Because you don't really need to aim. Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm dealing with them now. Oh, dang. Woo! That was close. I thought I was gonna make that.
My work here is not done.
All right.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Yeah, anytime there's flyers around, I just pick. Pick. Scarlet Witch.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Dude. Oh, dang. It didn't look like, it didn't feel like we were getting any heals.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Goodbye. For now. Enemy ahead of us.
So close. This is your big chance.
Well, who's next? Behold! That child! I'm bright like a star.
Oh, dang. Lame. He's gotten me twice with that stupid move. Oh, well, he actually hit me with his boomerang. But we still won. Clutch. Right on. Alright. right. So the good news, guys, is that we did make it to next month. Oh. I got a buddy of mine playing some WoW. Gonna have to support him. And repost him real quick. Oh, whoops. I got a queue. And do that.
Before you attack, get ready.
Show him some love. Bingo. Alright, who am I gonna play? I guess I'm being Phil. I guess I'm going Penny.
Most spiders just climb walls. I'm psionically linked to a giant robot. I win.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
The Master Weaver is not going to be thrilled with me
Let's
for jumping
see
around
here.
realities.
Okay. Oh, I think I'm pretty good actually on this map with Penny. I think if this is the right, if this is the correct map I'm thinking of. Where's the point?
It's yours to capture now.
Okay, quit showing off. The system's restoring.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Whoa, where am I getting shot from? Stupid Punisher.
Don't count us out yet.
All right. Jesus. Christmas, man. Okay.
Gear up, little one. Time for some fireworks.
Wow, I'm getting this stupid. All right, I gotta change characters because this is not cutting it. He's pissing me off. He's being really annoying. All right, we captured the point finally. Yeah, get out of here with that noise. Oh, dang. I'm doing bad, guys.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
But I do have my ulti, so maybe I can. Okay. I gotta get out of his LOS, man. Dang it. Jeez, come on. No, 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 no. Dang, I'm doing so bad. No, hop on the point, hop on the point. Alright, cool. We're good now. Damn. So close. Man. Dang. That sucked. That sucked. Dang. She did really good. I did not do good. That was a bad round for me. I'll own it. I'll take the L. Alright, let's re-queue. Okay. If he's still on when I go to log, I'm gonna definitely read his channel out.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
His thumbnail looks good too. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's do some. Let's do some Phoenix. Okay.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Something on your mind, Groot?
Okie doke.
It doesn't take telepathy for me to understand that.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Whoa, heal me. Oh, dang. I got smoked.
I've come back from way worse.
A nice deep freeze.
I should have flown away is actually what I should have done. You know what? This might be... Oh, we do have 2 tank. Oh. We took Wolverine out. Alright, that's good. There we go. Sweet. All right, we're pushing pretty well. We're pushing pretty nice right now. I suck with Venom's ulti. By the way, I've used it several times and I just cannot get it. I always miss it. Sick. Alright, we're doing good. We're warming up, guys. We're doing good. I want to wait until I get some of them grumpage together. Alright, smoked. Oh, great. Whoops. I didn't mean to waste it, but I did. I wasted it. It is what it is. Where did he go?
Clogs to clogs in 3 generations. That's the saying anyway. Right, Tony? I suck.
Yeah, they were doing good in the very beginning, and now they're choking. All their gains, all their advantage. There we go. Yeah, they're getting destroyed. They're getting rickety wrecked. All right, we gotta get on the point to move it. It'll move much faster if we are on it. All right. Yep. Dang, he's gotten wrecked, man. They're pretty much defenseless. They can't do anything. Yeah, they're done. Dang, look at that. Yeah, we're doing good. We won. Victory is ours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, let's see if I unlocked anything. Pretty good team. I don't think I have the battle pass. I haven't bought it yet. Maybe I'll buy it tomorrow. Summer special. I don't really care about any of these skins. That's cool. Purchase premium. Pickup bundle. What is this? Secure 30 assists in a quick match. Deal 330,000 damage in a quick match. Okay. I'm getting close to doing that. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, we're ready. Let's get this next challenge out of the way.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Oh, dang. I'm doing it again. That thing where I don't pick a role. I guess I'm gonna keep, no wait. Yeah, I think we're good.
30 seconds before you attack. Get
I've been
ready.
having fun with her. I think we're good. Yeah, that's good. It's a good balance. It's a good balance to the force. All right.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Alrighty. You know what I need to do more? I need to do her little teleport move more, because I don't do it nearly enough. All right, got one. He looks like the beast for a minute. There we go. He's toast. We really need whatchamacallit? I need heals. I need heals. Heal me. Heal me. Oh my god. Bandits, help me. Jesus. You know what I'm gonna do? Because we have these flyers, I'm gonna switch over to Wanda. And I think she's gonna be better too. Liza Zimmer. Oh. No. Basically, any interactions I get from Twitch and Kick, they're almost always bots. And that's really annoying. I've had a few on Kick that are legitimate, but usually it's just bots. All right. Come on. They got an ace. Okay. This mantis isn't really doing a good job healing. Like I was dying right next to her and she did not heal me at all. It's really annoying. Oh, come on. Yeah, Mantis isn't doing nothing.
My work here is not done.
Yeah. I don't like having to depend on myself. Ooh. Yeah, and she's dead again, so we'll see if we're even able to do anything about it. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Alright. Alright. Ugh. I think I'm doing alright. Hey, RCAM, how's it going? Man, PvP, I take it? Yeah, man. Doing some PvP. How are you doing, bro? Sorry, I was locked in. Missed it, but yeah, I'm doing some PvP, man. I'm doing a quick match. We're not doing good, mainly because I think our healer is just blowing it. If I'm being honest, not getting any heals, so that's whack. So we lost that first skirmish, so we'll see. Yeah, well, how are you doing, man? What do you play? Awesome boys, dad. Let's see here. Let's take a gander real quick before I am following you. No, I'm not following you. Why am I not following you? Well, I am now. There you go, man. Showing some love, bro. Hey, and I appreciate the repost. Seriously, that's awesome, man. Okay, Skyrim. Right on, man. You know, I've never, believe it or not, I've never actually played Skyrim. I've always wanted to play it, but I saw my buddy play it and he got hooked real bad. Like it was heroin. I was like, I'm gonna stay away from that a little bit. And I just never ended up picking up because I'm like, I'm just gonna get addicted to it. Yeah, man, no, we're all about supporting people over here on Rumble, man. Definitely want to support you. And if I see you go live, I'll pop in your chat sometime and return the love, man. I've only, you know, I haven't really played Fallout either. I started playing when they released the Fallout movie. I started, or show, I started playing. All right, that was risky. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I picked up Fallout, I think 3. I only played it for a little bit, but I should pick it back up. Yeah, I'll have to pick it up, bro. It's just one of those games where I'm just gonna have to play over a long period of time. Right now, I think I've been mainly playing Rivals. I've been playing a little bit of World of Warcraft. Been playing some Expedition 33 and Elden Ring. And I think I'm gonna try to. I'm basically done. Ooh, no. All right. At least I got her. That's one. Penny's deadly, man. I'm nice with Penny too. Oh, nope. Get out of here. I need protection. Ooh. Heals would be nice. Heals, heals. Okay. Oh, oh no, no. Ooh. That was close. Ugh, dang. Give it a try. Yeah, it is. It's a long haul, but very good, loved game, both of them. Yeah, I will give them a try. I gotta revisit Fallout 3 for sure. Because it just looks like a kind of fun and zany game too. So I think I would really just enjoy playing it. Same with Skyrim. I mean, not Skyrim's not zany, but it's definitely looks fun. You know, I did play like EverQuest and World of Warcraft, so it's kind of in that vein, and Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring's a little bit of a different genre, but all right. We really need to get on the point, and we're getting choked out here. Our tank has to be a tank. There we go. No. Dang, I got nuked as soon as I went out there. Yeah, Midnight is an awesome dude. I really like that guy, man. I've become decent friends with him. I usually watch his morning show because I'm at work, so I just listen to it and chime in the chat once in a while. And I like the show that he puts on. He does good work, and I'm gonna be on his show I think this Saturday, which is pretty cool. All right, I gotta step up my game. I might just switch to the Human Torch because I'm pretty nice with the Human Torch. Yeah, I think pretty much every person I've interacted with in the Rumble community, they have all been great. Okay, no, we lost 2 for 2, I think. That's it, it's game. Lame. Yeah, man. Yeah, so Saturday I'll be sharing a little bit of my story, my background, some of the spooky encounters I've had because I've had some crazy experiences. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. You know, I'm not good with at all. Spider-Man, bro. Spider-Man, I'm just not nice with. Are you gonna go for the? Oh, let me see something real quick. Yeah, you have at least the following. You should be able to get into the small creators program, man. You should, if you're not in it already. Are you in it? Or not the small creators program, the creators program. They originally started with the small creators program. All right, I think I'm just gonna play a comfort character this time. I'm okay with Human Torch. I'm pretty good with him. I'm usually really good with him. Yeah, cool, dude. Yeah, well, we all support each other, man. Grow together. And all the people that I've interacted with have been great. All the gaming ambassadors too have actually been really great. Gamer Grill, she's been awesome. Lumpy Potato has been cool. Vaping Gamers has been really great. Not just to me, but my buddy just got started, and he was helping him get his rum bot all set up and just helpful. He took time to speak with me, like 30 minutes to speak with me on how to improve my streams. It was great. Yeah, I like that, man. I've not the inhibitions about that. Yeah, I hear you, man.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see if I can pull in a win. I've been not doing as good. But it's all cool, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. It's fine. I like doing this, man. And my part, I've been creating content for a long time, mainly like cultural commentary, that sort of stuff. And now I'm just starting to pick up into gaming casually, mainly because too, like I would like to do more cultural commentary, but it requires a lot of research and time, and I don't have that type of time as a dad and a husband. I just don't, you know, and my priority is always going to be my family first. So when I come home, I'm trying to spend time with them, and I just don't have the time to do all the research. But I'll still do cultural commentary, but it's less, and I'm doing a little bit of gaming more, and that's been a good mix for me. And I've enjoyed it. I've had fun, you know, because I also game. You know, I game with my bros usually. We all usually play together, and we have a good time. So why not just incorporate that into my streams? Yeah, I'm doing much better with Human Torch. They're getting a little... Whoa, where's my heals? Where's my heals? Oh god. I don't, like, I get when they try to farm them at the camp point, but I always just feel like it's just opening the door for somebody to sneak in. Dad, husband, full-time, yeah, dude, you get it then. You get it. Being a dad, man. But gaming is life for me as well. It's an outlet in terms of life. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of responsibility. I got 2 kids. I got a 3rd one on the way. So usually when I game, it's really late at night when they're all asleep, or really early in the morning. Like that's the only time I can carve out for it. And it's tough, man. But it is cool to see like other people in the community that are also parents. You know, like Gamer Grills, she's a parent. We were talking a little bit about this in her chat the other day, and she was sharing a little bit of her experience, and I thought, you know, that was encouraging. I'm glad that truck just saved me. I don't even know who I'm aiming at. Ah, dang. I should have just waited. Dude, sleep when they sleep. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do when the new baby comes. We're gonna have to take advantage of all that sleep, man. Because it's gonna be tough, bro. And my wife works too. I don't want her to work. That's, you know, our goal is to try to get out as much debt as possible, and hopefully be in a situation where we don't have to. She doesn't have to work, and she can be a full-time homemaker, or at least, you know, if she does work, it's only a couple nights a week, or, you know, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 nights a week. And it's not crazy, because right now it's like we only see each other in passing. When I go to work, or when I come home, she's going to work, you know, or when she comes home, we have like maybe like an hour or 2 together, and then I'm tired and I can't stay awake, and it's already me pushing myself to stay awake with her. All right, we gotta step it up. All right. Whoa, no. Yeah, PvP and chat, no, not a good mix. It's not a good mix at all. It'd be nice that my brother was talking to me about getting it to actually overlay over the actual game, and I thought, like, oh yeah, that's kind of a good idea. That would be helpful. Ugh. Dang, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be Penny. I'm gonna see if maybe I can help them pull in the W with Penny. I'm usually pretty good with Penny, and she does come in handy.
You know what to do, spiders? Mine's in place. Powering up.
I gotta just place my mines in a better spot. I think that's gonna win it for us, honestly. Yeah, I think that did it for us. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, dude, I'm overly hyped about that win. Good to hear. I'm at the end, about to be debt free. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, man, that's my goal, bro. I want to be debt free. We're not that crazy. I mean, with the house, I don't count the house debt, but with like just outside the house debt, it's not that crazy. So we'll get there, you know, and I think we'll be at least credit cards taken care of by the time it comes. By the time we hit July, so that'll be good news. Oh, we have way too much healers right now. I'll see how we do. The good thing about Penny is I can pump out a lot of yeah, the house really is in debt. Actually, if I sell my house now, I walk away with a nice chunk of change. Like basically immediately when I bought my house, it gained value, so I lucked out there. I bought it exactly the right time. Let me put it.
You know what to do, spiders? Time for some fireworks. I know that sound.
There we go. Got him. I wish I bought in 2019. I bought in 2021, and we got in at least down south when, like literally right before everything got really super inflated.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Alright, I'm gonna set up some traps right there. And we'll still see. Yeah, so we lucked out though. Oh, come on, kill him. Die! There we go. Yes, back right up into my trap. There we go. Yeah, we're doing nice right now. Yeah, see, I'm good with Penny, bro. I'm just nice with her.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, come on. Be right back. Still here. Just need to do some in real life. Hey, man. I get it. Do your thing, bro. There we go. All so good. It's not fair how bad these guys just got destroyed.
You never stood a chance. This is gonna hurt. Math is so out of style.
Oh man.
Restoring.
Let's go. I was not optimistic we would win that one, but we pulled in the clutch win, man. We pulled it in, bruh. Sick. Sick. All right. Can I get that? I'm gonna go check. Let me do another round with them. They were good. They were fun to play with.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I'm gonna play
I'm here to
Penny
finish
again.
the fight that my father began. I hope I make him proud.
Sick. Well pleased. August 15th. Let me see.
The spider controlling my suit is small, but fierce.
30
Just
seconds
like
before you
me.
attack. Get ready. With my light daggers and your soul sword, we can handle anything they throw our way.
Our foes would be wise not to underestimate us.
But they will. They always do. Just because we're young, pretty, and female.
Then let that be their final mistake.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
All right.
My strength has given me strength.
You're up, little ones. This is gonna hurt. We make quite a team.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Time for some fireworks.
Oh, did they already destroy my thing?
Another one.
See, the kind of disadvantage to this map is that you don't really have anywhere you can safely do your turret.
We make quite a team.
So I have to figure out the right placement for it. And there really is not a right placement.
This is gonna hurt.
Because turret placement is everything when you're trying to win these matches. Ooh. Whoa.
Time for some fireworks.
There we go. This is actually not a bad spot because people don't expect it. So we'll see if we can load this up with mines
Half of the mission area.
and get them. I think this is another one. We're gonna wreck it. We're gonna riggedy wreck it. All right. Ooh.
I know that sound. Towering up.
All right, there we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. One again. Sick. Yeah. Penny's awesome. Penny is awesome. I think I probably got a couple more matches in me.
Small, but fierce. Just like me.
I wonder if he's done. Did his stream end? Oh, his stream ended. He did a solid 2 hours, huh?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I thought I reposted him. Pretty sure I did. Let me see now. I gotta make sure I reposted my homie. I'm gonna send him some love next time he goes live. Repost. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Sweet. Okay. Let's see here. This is another one where it's really difficult to place a turret and it not get knocked. Piss off, man.
You're up, little ones. This is gonna hurt.
Capture the mission area. Oh, yeah.
Time for some fireworks.
There we go. Woo. Woo. I thought that shark was gonna get me. I thought I was done. I thought I was toast. I thought I was about to be nuked. So, I'm... Oh, let me... LOS him. Let's wait for his ulti to end. Alright, we're good. We're good.
Time for some fireworks.
There we go.
Powering up.
He's trying to run.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh.
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
You know what to do, spiders?
Judge, jury, executioner!
It's spider time!
Yeah. They did not. Yeah, that was a well-timed perfection right there. Alright, let's see here. Just gonna have to go there.
Time for some fireworks.
Alright. I'll do that. Oh, dang. Woo! Oh, nice. Alright, cool. I got saved. There we go. Another win, another W. That's it. That's it. Right on. All right. I'm just gonna stick with these people right now. Because they've been freaking great. Great team. I like when you lock in with a good team. It's definitely nice.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Oh, let me lock in.
I'm here to finish the fight that my father began.
Right.
I hope I make him proud.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is probably gonna be my last match.
Pretty sure I'm still the coolest spider hero in any reality.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
What manner of creature are you? Strange allies this war has brought together.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
All right.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Part of me thinks of just being like a one-trick pony. There are just people that like they only play Rocket, or they'll only play, you know, one character. But there are just maps where she's just not really viable on, and that's my problem with Penny. Is that there are just some maps where she does not work with.
One less song to worry about. Spider for the win.
All right. Oh, stupid Ankh. All right, let's get to this point. Oh no. Ah, that sucks.
Now I got you. In another timeline?
Ready for another go, Spider?
Backmate, you all good? Horses for courses. Sorry, man. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm all right. We won that. We won the last couple of rounds. I've been doing pretty good with Penny. Although this this round, I'm not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There are just some maps that no matter what I want to do with Penny, it's not gonna work. All right. I need to heal. I need to heal. All right.
So much better.
All right. Let's climb up.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Okay. How are we gonna take this place? No. Where's my heals? Where's my heals? Where's my heals? Oh, I forgot. I can. No.
I needed that boost.
I'm playing too passively right now. But they're being really aggressive. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna switch because I just don't think Penny's. I don't think Penny's it for this match. But who am I gonna switch to? I'll try her a little while longer. I think if I use my ulti right now on the point, I could probably use that to get us the push that we need to get toward the end. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. That is my plan. I don't know if it'll work, but that's my plan. That's the plan. All right. So I'll wait for his supernova to end. All right, and now. Okay, here we go. All right.
You know what to do,
we go. There we go. I think we did it. I think we did it, boys. It's a little harder than I had thought. Alright, where am I gonna get them with this turret?
You're up, little ones. This is gonna hurt. My trap worked.
Ah. Yeah, I know. Oh, cool. I got revived. I got a second chance at redemption. Let's try it. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Alright, come on, come on, come on. You talked about Penny not working for some maps, the same horses and races. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ooh. Yeah. This is definitely one of those maps where I think it's a little bit harder for Penny, but it's not completely like out of the question. It's just a little bit more difficult. Like there are some spots in this map that I think work really well, like this one right here, where they're not really going to be able to hit my turret as easily, so I'll be able to do the damage I need. But I gotta bait them. Yeah, get out of here. You're dead. You're dead. See? But the flyers are a problem right now. They gotta be dealt with. And no one's really dealing with them. I cannot hit a single one of them. So I'm just gonna ignore them right now. And we'll see if we can do any damage. I forget too, I gotta do a better job standing in Penny's webs, because that actually does give me a healing buff. Her webs heal me, so I gotta take advantage of that, and I don't think I do it enough. I just forget about it, because I'm constantly moving with her too. Here we go. Alright, I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna pull in the W. Oh, who got it? Oh, Human Torch. He's mad. He's mad. F you, Moon Knight. Kick rocks, dude. Yeah, he's mad. Alright. Oh, man. I should have waited, actually, for that. I should have went in with a healer. We would have done a little bit better. I would have done a little bit better. Alright. Let's see. But I think we're going to win this. Oh. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang. They hit hard that time.
Don't count us out yet.
Alright, let's try that again. I think we can win. I hope we win. I'll be pissed because that'll be a huge fumble. We deserve the W. Okay. Let's see. Where can I get in really quick to position these turrets. All right, let's see. They're all shooting me from there. So what I'm gonna do is put a turret here.
I'm counting on you, friends. This is gonna hurt.
Get that vehicle moving again.
My trap worked!
Only 60 seconds left.
That's
All
my
right.
greatest hit, Luna.
All right.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Dang.
Mine's in place. I needed that boost.
Woo.
One of Moon Knight's aunts. Well, less on to worry about.
Ah, dang. Dang, they're doing a good job holding us off. God, I hope we don't choke right now. Dang. No. No, you're so close. Ah. Dang. Dang, man, that pisses me off. So close, man. That's all right, though. Let's see. Did I win anything? Did I get anything? Battle pass. I gotta unlock the battle pass. I haven't yet. Claim. Okay. I got some tokens. Anything else? This is complete. Oh, I didn't even claim any of these things. Cool. I'll probably be able to buy another skin soon. Dude, there's all this stuff. I didn't even grab it. Yeah, that was unlucky. That was a bummer, bro. The victory was snatched right from us. Okay. All right, we got those. What is this summer special? No, I didn't get premium yet. Was this a skin? No, I don't want that. I didn't get that yet. Cool. Oh, I'll unlock that soon too. Sweet. Do I have enough tokens to buy? Oh, I know I got yesterday one token that I wanted to buy a skin with. I just don't think I bought one yet. Proficiency. Confirm. Yeah. I play Penny a lot. Hero usage time reached in 60 minutes. So what's your plans for your channel, RCAM? My plans, bro? I want to use my... honestly, like, my dream is to have, like, my own media company would be pretty cool, but I just want to use my platform to share the truth on things that I'm passionate about and just have fun while I'm doing it. That's pretty much it, bro. I got a couple other things I want to do, like behind the scenes. Like, I'm in the process of writing a children's book, so I'm going to work on getting that written and published. I already have one, like, actual children's book published, and now I'm writing, like, I guess a novel, children's novel. I'm going to work on getting that published. And I want to do a lot of stuff in media and build up toward that. So that's kind of my goal. I want to make quality entertainment that's not lame, you know, because, like, I'm a Christian too. I'm a Christian first. That's always going to be what I am, and there's just that's not changing. So I want to make quality Christian entertainment, not like in your face Christian entertainment, but something that is good and entertaining and captivating, that has like good underlying moral messages. I would really like to do that. I have tons of ideas, man. So I have an idea for a script for a television series that I think would be awesome. So, I want to build this and then kind of work on that too, and see where it all takes me. Oh, how do I get that Star-Lord skin? I like that one. Nah, I don't like any of the rest of them. Maybe she has another cool skin. That one's pretty cool. That one's cool. That's the actual Wanda skin. That one's pretty sick. Yeah, man, I'm trying, bro. One day at a time, man. My goal, we'll see if I do this. I'm probably not going to be able to do it. It's just too much to do over the summer. But my goal is to get this one book written over the summer. I'm like 16 chapters in, so I think it's possible. I gotta lock in with that. I gotta really focus. Oh, that's a cool skin. It's pretty sick, actually. I don't know which one I'm gonna play yet, though. So I'm just gonna let it rock for right now, until I figure out what I want to spend my point on. So anyway, yeah, that's my plan, bro. And I think I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna take some time. So hopefully over the summer I'll finish that, and then I'll have a book and I'll link it, and hopefully grow and try to link up with other creators too, because I want to build on Rumble. And it would be, obviously you're making content. The dream is to do this full time and kind of focus your energy and resources on it. So that'd be cool one day, but if not, that's not a big deal. My ultimate goal, though, is just to tell stories. Have you thought about recording yourself doing it? Not streaming, but offline. Maybe one day that would be interesting to record the process. I didn't even think about that. Even streaming it would be like, I wouldn't stream what I'm writing because like I don't want to spoil it. But maybe just going through the process would be pretty interesting. And I have toyed with that idea of doing some of the writing on streams on like a Saturday morning when I wake up. So yeah, I might do that. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. But anyway, dude, I enjoyed chatting with you, bro, and I hope you come back. And if I happen to see you streaming, bro, I'd love to support you. And thank you for showing up to the channel. I definitely appreciate you. And I do this pretty much. Could you imagine if Tolkien did that? Oh, that would have been so cool. It would have been really cool to see like all of his. I like Tolkien. I like Tolkien. I like C.S. Lewis. I like what they do. This book I'm writing is kind of like paying homage to a little bit of both of them. It's just fun. But anyway, man, I appreciate you. I'm gonna go hang out with the wifey a little bit before she falls. She's probably asleep on the couch. I'll be real. I'm willing to bet she's sleeping on the couch watching Heartland right now. But anyway, man, have a blessed night, man, and thank you for watching. Oh, well, let's raid somebody out real quick. Let's do this. I always like raiding somebody out. We'll two-man raid somebody. Let's see. Oh, dude, yeah, I gotta support Deadly Dill, man. Bible and gaming. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta support this guy. All right. I think, yeah, we're good. So we're going to hit that raid button, confirm. Let's show this guy some love. And I appreciate you, man. And I will see you soon. I go live pretty much usually at 9 o'clock, most days of the week. Anyway, deuces.